Welcome back to where we left off after defeating Godric the Grafted. So we're going to be working our way to and then working our way through the lakes of Liurnia. We're not going to cover there's so much in the lakes to do. You do end up coming backwards and forwards to it throughout the game. We're going to mostly be working our way to get through the core of what the game requires you to do. So you defeated old Godric. You got this knobhead here.
Now I can do what can I?
Now it's not really carrying anything else useful that I want. And what you can do is just kill him.
Oi! What's it to you? Step back. I'm free.
That's what you get for locking me in the room. Now we'll get his bell. We give that into the twin tusked handmaiden people. And then if we want to, we can buy all his stuff anyway. So there's Godric's throne. Oh, bollocks. Okay. Now as we run through, if you've gone through this area yourself, you know, there may be the odd one or two things you might think, oh, you've missed this, you've missed that. It's just because we're just interested in the core, really. I did think there was something... Never mind. So, this leads us out to the lakes of Liurnia. Massive area. So we'll grab our first grace. Now you can try and get through all the NPCs quests. With regards to the ending, the only quest that really makes any difference is Rani's quest and the Frenzied Flame. So you'll get the standard ending, Rani's ending, and the bad ending basically. All the other little endings, it only really changes what you're wearing. He just sits on the throne, or he may be wearing something different, and you'll have a slight different write-up. Not really worth the hassle.
Hello, my name is Hayata, and I'm journeying. If I might be so bold, would you donate any Shabriri grapes? My eyesight has been weak since birth, you see. I can't tell, but when I eat one of those grapes, it will lead me to my true duty as a finger maiden. Oh, many now I can feel the distant light once more. You are most kind, and may the blessing of the fingers be upon. You are most kind. May the blessing of the...
Now I have to say, I don't think I've ever even come across her before. Well, not while she's alive. So we're just going to come down here to this church. Anytime you see one of these churches, it's worth popping in. A lot of them will have a grace, apart from this one, but you'll always have sacred tears or golden seeds, which help with increasing your flasks.
You're tarnished then, believe it or not, for a... Well, you're a true learning, presume only...
Now basically he wants to get into
Apologies, friend, I'm afraid... Oh, right. I can tell
the
you
sorcery
what I know about
school.
this museum. That's the only
He needs a key, which we're going to
Why not
get
without
for him
and you'll
eventually.
never- And if once you would you I know it, but still.
Just make sure you've
Find yourself
exhausted
without one, and you'll never find you without one.
his
and you'll
dialogue.
never-
As with most of these NPCs, make sure you exhaust the dialogues. You can see what he sells.
Find yourself without one, and you'll never. Thank you for learning my. I never remember.
Okay. So we'll come back to him. Just quickly coming over here for this. Now the skeletons are like in most of the Souls game, except for with a lot of the other Souls. Oh, okay, don't do that. You can get across there, but so unlike with a lot of the other Souls games, where you only have to kill the skeletons twice, these ones they will just keep respawning permanently. Unless, as you would have seen in the how to find patch tutorial, just before they reanimate, you see their bodies flashing. If you attack their remains, that will stop them. Or you can get a weapon that has sacred attack, which will finish them off. Now, I'm not doing this from any notes, it's all from memory, and I'm sure there was something worth coming up here for. Now that's somewhere if you, just for curiosity, so that's where you actually started the game up there. When you fight the boss that even if you beat, you still have to die to get past the area. And as you're running along, if it's easy, just grab. Early game you won't be that bothered with crafting, but as you get into later game, it can be quite useful. There's a little encampment here. You can just ride straight through it if you like. And here we have another merchant.
You're new around. Surprised you found. No matter. No, I don't. Oh, but don't. Oh.
We'll see what he's selling. Nothing really interesting at my level. For you guys is lantern, smithing stones. I do always like to just make sure I keep my arrows topped up. But what we're going to do, as we always do, we're going to kill him. Main reason is because if you do need something from these merchants, it saves you from trudging across the game to try and find them. Just remember remember to hand in the flasks. Now it does seem like a bit of a maze, this area. You can see where we are. You may not have have it on your map yet, but just for your own just for your own bit of information. So we've got some ruins there that we're going to pop into. There's a NPC here that we need just to do a little tiny mini quest. That's going to get us access to the Volcano Manor. We'll end up going into there. Because we're coming this way, we'll pop into the Rose Church. And you can see you've got these other little areas, but the main place we're after is here, the Town of Sorcery. To get in there we need a glintstone key, which I always get confused with these ones. I think it's there. Basically it's in a big area that's guarded by a dragon. You don't have to fight the dragon, you can just run in and grab it. There's a few items up here. A few little places. You've got the Carrier Manor, which we're going to go to later. But you've got that, which is a useful place to visit. Mainly, we're just going to be heading in a straight direction, really. Can't quite tell, but there is a road through, which is here. Here you can get your signpost, just to upgrade, open up your map a little bit, and just now we're just after the ruins. Well, you want to take them guys out, because if you get a lot of them summoning at the same time, they can overpower you pretty quick. And you can see we're still on this main little track. Ooh. What is that? They're not that strong, really. It's just that little attack they do. How are we doing for time? Okay. I'm actually just making this video while I'm on a dinner break. Now you'll have most of this area uncovered now if you picked up your little map fragment. And we're going to pop into the Laskyar ruins. Now, before you come in here, what you're going to get is you're going to get a load of those little summoners. You're also going to get a big one that comes up. But what we're going to try and do is, if I can find it, we're going to ignore them enemies, and we're just going to look for the entrance. You've got that little gate there. Why do they make it so difficult to try and find the entrance to these tombs? Okay. Well, I suppose that serves as a little demo to you just how difficult they can be once they gang up on you. And, you know, I'm not beginning level. What level am I actually? 255. It just goes to show you what a twat they can be. But what we'll do is... Okay, we're going to pop a map marker there, and we're going to come back to that. We're going to now just head to this, what looks like a telescope, which is, yeah, a bit of a northwesterly direction. We'll just pick up our runes first, and we're just going to ignore these lot. Back on the track. Back on the track. No, my name ain't Jack. You try to criticise and I'll step back. Bit too unlimited for you.
Hello.
There we
Hello?
go.
Please stop, brave Tarnished. You will only tire by striking this barrier. Besides, I am no foe of yours.
I'm not going to attack you,
Please,
bitch.
think this over. I see. Hello, it's rather my mistress. But I was a. Could I ask that thug made only if you've Oh, what a blessing.
So basically, some geezers robbed a necklace off her,
The thug should be pleased.
and he is literally in a straight line from here. So it's that shack there. So northwest direction. Don't need to fight anything, just dodge, avoid. Now we want to do help her out, because she is what will give us access to the volcano manor, which you can actually get there without her, but it's cool, you know. It's very drawn out.
What are you looking trying to start?
Now you can
Show me, and I'll consider parting ways. I'm not in love with it.
as with always, you can pay or kill. I'm just gonna got enough money and can't be bothered. And you know, all he's doing is frying up his lobsters.
You're a shrew first. Alright, things no damn use to your bloody idea, mate.
There you go. So now we're just gonna head the opposite of northwest, southeast.
Should be pleased. Oh yes, thank you kindly. Did I forget to? I am right. I seek you are very to study such. Please, brave most Tarn. Are you on the volcano? Oh, this land of Liurnia is but the lift has been instead at the base. It was I have faith. I do hope.
So what she's basically saying is the next major area you get to, the Altus Plateau, you need to fix a lift that's knackered. We're not at that stage yet. So, we've just picked up the volcano letter. Now what will happen is you won't have to do anything else with that really, but once you get the lift working, she'll appear by the lift. Sometimes she appears at the ruins just down from the lift, and she'll teleport you to the Volcano Manor, which is a massive area and it's really worth visiting, especially for beating the boss. You can get the Blasphemous Blade, probably one of the best weapons in the game. It even rivals the weapon you get for killing the end boss. Every enemy you kill with it, you heal. It also does fire attack, and it also does a big long attack as well, and anyone you kill with that attack heals you as well. So I mean, there is a lot of other things we could do here, and on my first playthrough I literally just explored everywhere, and then when I started concentrating on doing quests, because I'd already visited these places, I could just fast travel. But from here, where we're going to head is... we're going to head over in this direction, because we want one of the NPCs that we meet in the Nighthold table. I can't remember his name now. You'll see him when we go back there. Sometimes you will actually find him there, which just helps to progress his quest, which entangles with the Volcano Manor as well. There is also a I call them the giant turtles. It's a big giant turtle that carries a temple on its back. There's a couple of them in this area. Lobsters, try and avoid them. They can be a bit of a pain in the arse. It's okay to rest here. Now you usually find him by a roof. But just gonna come here. And you saw that? Nice big chunk of health it gives you back. They are good animals to farm, which you can see in one of my videos to do with rune glitches and farming. Something else you can do if you like. If you've got your arrow, you can shoot the balloon down. That's a guaranteed gold rune. Check where am I heading? Okay, yeah, we don't want to go up there yet. We could do, because there's all sorts of things up there. What I want to avoid going off track. Where is this bell end? I mean, it doesn't really matter, his quest will still proceed even if you don't find him. I mean, I may be in the wrong place. I usually don't give a shit about his quest. Anywho, we're going to carry on. Because what we want is a glintstone key. Which is what will get us into the academy. Now, all these little bald-headed dudes you see knocking around here, little fat bald-headed dudes, you can fight them if you want. Even at a high level, they're pretty tough, so I'd say just avoid them. Now, anytime you get that little symbol that you can see towards the lower left that looks like a little gate, it's usually a good indicator that there's going to be somebody tough to fight, because that's giving you the option to summon your ashes to help in a fight. Golden seed, because you want to keep that flask up. Positioning. You can fast forward this if you like. Now you see that little bit of a tower in the distance? We're going to head in that direction. Now the reason we come in this direction is we will get a grace which will appear there shortly, but you want to speak to this guy. If you remember him from the beginning of the game, he sets you on a little mini quest that gives you access to a really good area that's awesome for farming.
Give it a try, and if it drive high, be sure to, there's no reason to tarnish. Be sure to,
Now, I'm not going to do it yet, but what he basically wants you to do, he's there to basically encourage you into multiplayer. So he wants you to invade somebody, you come back, he'll give you another one, and you've got to invade 3 times. He'll send you on a little quest to get something, and when you come back he'll give you a seal, which gives you access to okay, it won't show me. There's a secret area here, but what we're going to do is just go in here, and somebody's going to summon in a second. Well, not really summon. He can be pretty tough, and he will cause blood damage. But we just embarrass him. But we will come back to doing his quest later. check where we are now. Bum 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 bum. Okay. Where we're basically heading to, or where I want to get to, is the Glintstone Key. I haven't played it for a while, so my memory's a little bit rusty. Hey, how am I facing that way? Alright, alright. What are you trying to show off to? Now the area where you'll find the dragon, it's you can't miss it. And I think... Oh, actually, let's just... Now, just to show you what they do... Ah, bastards. Let's get these guys to drop. And what they do is they refill your health or magic, whichever. Now there's the dragon. He's hiding the Glintstone Key. You can fight him. We're not going to this time. We're going to run in, grab it, and then try to get out there. What I'm going to do is summon... You can use any summon that you may have by now. Just as a distraction, basically. What we're after. Now we will be popping back to this area later where we'll finish him off. But that was all about just getting the Glintstone Key. You can see we're here now. Now when we shortly go into this place in a minute, what you find is it's blocked by a magical barrier, which is what we needed the key for. So what we're going to do is we're going to rest here. We'll end it there. We'll come back to the second part. We'll see if we can get through the academy and take out the boss, Renala, in one part. We've run a little bit longer than I intended to. Jeez, quite a lot actually. Okay, well, thanks for watching. Hang on. Thanks for watching. And as always, toodaloo.